Welcome back to episode 20 of Inside the Bus. Jared's got this episode 20 we had to have one of the greatest guests of all time, a future Hall of Famer, Titans Hall of Famer, and just one of the boys. Give it up for Delanie Walker.
Thank y'all for having me.
I think hands down our favorite
Without a doubt.
of the talent.
Without a doubt.
From day one, always has shown love. He always comes to the back, chops it up. There's a lot of stories that Delanie has for us that can't be shared on podcasts, but he has created and added to the culture of the back of the bus more than anybody.
For sure. And that's why this question that I was talking about before, I feel like this question is only for Delanie and like he can only answer it. What was your first impression of each guy in the back? Since you've been around us so much, you've hung out with us so much, you come in the back and just chop it up. What is your first impression of each of all of us?
That's a good question, to be honest with y'all, because all y'all have something different about y'all, but similar. You know what I mean?
Right.
All white.
Definitely all white. For sure all white. But y'all just do something different. Y'all carry yourself different, but when y'all get around each other, y'all kind of almost have that same thinking mindset, and I like that. But the first thing about you guys was what I thought about y'all were y'all go-getters, bro. Because I can remember from the beginning, I don't know if y'all was getting paid to do this or whatnot, but
we were not. Just to clarify.
Yeah, like y'all were grinding, just seeing the videos that were coming out. And honestly, like I can remember I don't know how many people worked on that first episode, but that first episode went crazy. And I think I got even more popular over what was it? It was
Wasn't it the IV story?
Draft the tight end, he won't fucking play. Like that shit went crazy, right? And then I realized like these dudes get it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what makes shit works. Cause even the content now, people be like, you crazy, you funny, how you put that together? And I'm like, it ain't me. It's these dudes that when you see them, you probably wouldn't even think they were doing that type of shit. Y'all
look like athletes.
Y'all, Now, y'all got athletic abilities. You know what I'm saying?
For the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, Jared is the gangster. He didn't play sports. He
got the most black in him, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he pull up to the rolling with
the burner. He willing to sacrifice his life.
He was.
But all you guys, man, y'all seem like y'all was like college dudes, and y'all was hungry to be successful, and that's why I like y'all. I feel like I kind of relate to y'all more than I relate to Will and Taylor. I don't know why, but that's what I feel, right? Like, because after we get done with the show, it's like I don't care about talking to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I come want to talk to y'all in the back because the conversations are more real.
I feel like it's like you're just back at college, just hanging with a bunch of white dudes again, just talking about random shit.
Yeah, that's what it feel like, to be honest with you. It's like I know I'm older than everybody in here, but like when I come around you guys, I feel like I'm one of y'all, and that goes to y'all just accepting me. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm crazy as hell. And the stories we talk about, then sometimes I get y'all to open up about personal stuff, and that's what I like about it, because we throw punches at each other and keep it moving.
Love the A. So while we're kind of on the topic of, we remind you of maybe those college days, give us a little background story for anyone who's not aware of where you're from and how you got to where you were in college, and then we can kind of go from there. Because I know there's going to be a few listeners that maybe this is their first time hearing from you, but majority, probably 99% have heard everything. But let's take you through like
1%ers.
You never even heard. Yeah, for the 1%ers.
Oh yeah. So first I'll start off. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Long story, but I'm gonna give y'all that short version. Highly recruited in college, but in high school, but I got in trouble. I got a felony assault and battery coming out of high school, so I couldn't leave the state of California for 2 years. Pretty much did the JUCO route, but when I was in JUCO, man, I was still around the same people. You know what I mean? And they didn't care for my future, and I didn't care for my future as much as neither, because if I did the things that I did, obviously I didn't. But I had another opportunity. Man, thank God for the Central Missouri State. They saw something in me, was like, look, we want to give you a shot. We want you to come up here to Central Missouri. First off, never heard of Central Missouri, never thought I would be in Missouri. So I get to Missouri, predominantly white school, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I get there and cats like, if you black, you either play sports or shit, you want to be white. So,
you didn't own Sperry's at the time, so
yeah, I didn't know. I was like, okay, there's either one. I guess I'm gonna choose to play sports for right now. But so I get there, I stay in the dorm for the first year. I didn't really meet a lot of people, but then I met this guy named Corey Bringus, white guy. You know,
shout out.
Yeah, Corey is still my dog. I still talk to him every once in a while. But so he plays safety, and I was like, damn, man, I want to learn how to talk to white girls. And he like, what you mean? Yeah, he like, what you mean? I'm like, I never talked to a white girl before, right? So like, cause coming from where I live, it wasn't too many white girls, and if it was a white girl in our neighborhood, she was fucking busted, ratchet. Disgusting. I ain't talking to that. You know what I'm saying? She talking black and all that bullshit. I don't want that. So he's like, you know what? Move in with me and my roommate. So it was 3 of those dudes living in this house, and he was like, you want to move in with us? So I said, yeah, let's do it. I move in with him. I never drank Natty Light. Fireball. Chewing. I mean, I went up in there and my whole attitude changed on life. Like I realized I was stuck in a box, man. My whole life I've been stuck in a box, and I never experienced anything fun. And then when I got to Central and I lived with Corey and them, they took me snowboarding, they took me to the beach. They pretty much showed me what I was missing out my whole entire life. And I love hanging with them. Like, it was, I remember like like the fraternity dudes would come be like, man, why you always messing with white boys? Like, why you always hanging with those white boys? And I'd be mad, like, them my dogs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them my roommates, them my boys. Like, any day you want to test them, y'all gonna have to chop it up with me. Cause they showed me love, and I never seen that before. You know, like I said, I come from the hood. So like, we've been always taught, you gotta be careful, you gotta do this, be careful around them. But when I got there, it was like they didn't even see it that way. They were just like, bro, we brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I love that about them, because I was different. You know, they had to relate to me because I was totally different. And then I was seeing things I've never seen before that made me just be like, damn, why are they doing this? You know what I'm saying? Not understanding it, but being there made me understand life is bigger than where we all come from, right? Because everybody got to value differences, because we don't know how that person grew up. And they opened my eyes to a lot of stuff, man, and I was thankful. And then that goes to your question on why I hanging with y'all, because y'all give me those vibes. Like, it's the same. It's like, I don't care where D come from. I don't care who he is. He cool with us. He act like us. I fuck with him. And that's what I'm used to. So anytime I can relate to that, I guess I cling on to it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Damn, that's some real stuff right there.
Yeah, that was real.
Wait, I remember back in the day, I don't know if it was a couple of years ago, you talked about how when you first got there, those boys took you out like shopping and got you like new clothes. You got to at least tell that story, because that's so funny, man.
Yeah. So I remember like I told half of it when I told I wanted to get white chicks, and he really was like, dressed like that? That's how he told me, like, you look like an LA like hood movie. You know, at this time I was wearing Jabot size 42. I was wearing 5X tees. Yeah. Like, the tee came down to my knees.
Barely showing.
Ankles like, I'm talking about I'm wearing boxers, basketball shorts, jeans.
Ready for anything.
Ready for anything. I'm ready for anything. You know, I'm ready for anything. So he was like, dude, you're not going to get no white girls out here like that. I'm like, I'm pimping. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, trust me. We got to take you to Abercrombie Fit. Is that how you say?
Abercrombie and Fitch?
God. So, yes, it is exactly how you say it.
So he take me there. I walk in there. I'm like, ain't nothing in here going to fit me. Like, that's what I was thinking, because, you know, you walk in, you know, the first thing you see, the white boy with his shirt off.
Right.
he got the jeans on, no belt.
That was back when Abercrombie, like the marketing for it was literally just shirtless, ripped jeans. Like it smelled so
insane amounts of cologne.
Cologne was crazy.
Yeah, that's when I went in there, and I'm like, dude,
be for real.
Like be for real. And then he was like, don't worry, you know what I'm saying? Try these on. I come out like, and they kind of tight. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was tight.
Everything was tight, but he go put these shoes on with him. I'm like, oh shit.
The Sperry's.
I'm like, okay.
It's coming together now.
Hey, the boy looking all right. He was like, try these rainbows. I'm like, man, nigga don't wear open toe sandals. You know what I'm saying? I just never done that before. I never wore sandals without socks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like when they shot me those, I try to slide them on with the socks. I'm like,
they probably started clowning you.
They like, what you doing? I'm like, yo, the socks, the thing won't go through. The thongs, they won't go through. So they like, you gotta take your socks off. I ain't gonna carry it. It took me a while to really buy into the no socks, but when I did, we had went to a day party.
Barefoot.
The first darty.
Hey, it was like that. I was a new student, and I already had been here. Everybody is like, "Hey, who are you?" I'm like, well, hey, I'm number 3. Wait, you're number 3? Oh my God! After that, I'm
swimming.
I'm blowing them back. I'm blowing them back. I'm going to navy blue. I'm going to all the spots like, oh yeah, it's time to wear a little tighter jeans. I'm out here killing them.
Old Navy?
Old Navy.
Well, that's so funny. It literally feels like it'd be like a movie, like the reverse, like I don't know what it'd be, but it's like just 2 white dudes taking this dude from fucking like LA Central, and they're like, we're gonna deck him out, and then all of a sudden you just take over the town.
Take over. I mean, I go back home, cats like, man, what the fuck are you wearing? Like my homies like, what are you wearing, bro? I'm like, oh, bro,
pastels on.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, this is it. I'm telling like, hey, this is it. This how you bust down. I'm like, we gonna go to Ontario Mills, watch how many white bitches I bust. They like, swear to God. Oh, no, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm like, let's do it. We go to the Mills. I'm like, hey there. I'm just walking up. They like, you tripping. I'm locking up the white girls. How you doing? They're like, yeah, oh, you like these? Yeah, I got these in Missouri. They don't have them out here yet. Like, right, killing them. Busting to my homies, they start switching their clothes up. They start switching. They send me a video. Hey, these go? I'm like, oh yeah, those go.
Delanie was remotely gentrifying his old neighborhood.
Yeah, they all dressed like me now.
That's so funny.
God, that is so funny, bro.
Go a size down.
Yeah, go a size down. I always say if you get too much, go a size down. I say and find the stretchy ones. They bust. So once I got put on, it was over with. They couldn't tell me nothing at the school.
Dude, isn't it crazy? Like, would you change your journey at all?
Nah.
And isn't that crazy? Because I'm sure in those first 2 years, like when you're in JUCO or when you're leaving high school knowing you can't go to big school, it's probably like, man, I wish I could do this differently. But then you get forward, it's like, no, that was the best thing that could happen.
Yeah, I feel like it was the best thing that could have happened to me. But honestly, if I was to say like that route I took, no, I would not want to take that route. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was hard, but it was hard because of me. You know what I'm saying? Like people sit here and be blaming other people all the time for like situational stuff, but it was really me. I could have chose not to hang with the homies. I could have went to school every day. You know what I'm saying? I could have done those things, but I didn't want to at that time. So was it the right thing for me? Maybe. You know what I mean? Because going to Central opened up my eyes because Willie Fritz, that was my head coach at the time. He coaching at Houston right now. He was on me. At first, I didn't like Willie. Like I didn't understand him. You know, and I didn't know what he wanted from me as a player. You thought
he just probably hated you.
I thought he just hated me because I was from California. Because the first thing he told me, and I'm sure he probably tell everybody this now because I made it. I come in, he goes, one thing I got to tell you. I go, what? He go, I hate people from California.
Damn.
I was taken back.
Missouri.
Yeah, I was taken back. I said, oh, okay. He said, you want to know why? I said, sure. He says, 3 reasons. Y'all smoke dope, y'all rape bitches, and y'all gangbangers. He didn't say bitches. He said
Right.
just he
He
said
said everything else.
Yeah, he said everything else. He said y'all rapists, pretty much. He was like y'all rapists, and I'm like, I'm not two of those things.
Here's where you got it all wrong.
Here's where you got it all wrong. But you know, he told me that. He said, "Prove me wrong. Show me who you really are."
Yeah.
I walked out of that room like, fuck this dude. I ain't even gonna lie. I said, man, fuck Willie Fritz. I got on the phone and I called my JUCO coach. I said, I made a mistake. I want to leave. He said, D, you can't leave. Like, you there. You signed the paper. If you leave, you're gonna have to sit out a year. I'm like, God. Oh, fuck. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna bite this bullet. And then it was every day. Willie just picked on me. But it like now as the picture clears, he was just trying to make me a man, right? Like I was a big ass kid coming into a place where they teach you how to become a man, but I was fighting that, right?
Yeah. At what point do you think you realized what he was like, how hard he was on you was for the right reason? Or did you leave Central Missouri still being like, fuck that dude?
I left Central Missouri like, fuck
Still?
that dude. Yeah, I was like, fuck Willie Fritz. Like, I don't want nothing to do with Willie. But I think I would say year 3 in the NFL, everything he was teaching me was coming to life, right?
Damn.
So I was like, God damn, Willie told me about this.
Yeah.
Willie told me about this. Willie said this was going to happen. You know, it was just like life lessons was flashing through my eye. And he cared about me. And growing up where I grew up, I didn't know that's how another man would care for another man, you know, because I never seen it like that before.
Right.
Like he was hard on me, but he pushed me.
Interesting style, but
Yeah, but he pushed me. Like I didn't get it what he was doing. Like I ran every day on Wednesday. Me and him, he'll come get me at 5:30 in the morning, and we would run.
Right.
And he would run with me though, but beat me. Like just beat me, just bad. And I'm like, and he be like, until you can beat me, we gonna do this all day. Damn. I'm like, oh damn. You know what I mean? So I did it until my senior year. And then finally in my senior year, I don't know, I guess I kind of woke up. I stopped being as crazy in my senior year.
Right.
And he kind of let me alone. But when we lose a game, he'll be like, he'll come up on the board and he'll be like, y'all know why we lost? And then he'll call somebody, he'll be like, hey, Greg, why did we lose this game? And then he'll be like, oh, man, we had too many turnovers. He'd be like, nope, that's not it. He'd be like, yeah, why did we lose this game? You'd be like, oh, man, we didn't tackle well in the red zone. Nope, that's not it. He'd be like, I'm going to tell y'all why we lost this game. Because Delanie did not play well. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm like, damn.
Were you like head above shoulders the best guy on your team?
Oh, yeah.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Had to be crazy
definitely.
watching the game.
Yeah. No, it was nuts.
Stat lines were crazy.
Was crazy. I was going ham. But, you know, he knew.
That's gonna be so hard to sit in there and hear that.
Yeah.
Over and over, bro. I would sit there. I mean, we only lost 2 games. We lost one game my first year, and then we lost 2 games my second year. And it used to be tough, bro. I'll be sitting in the meeting, bro. Like I wouldn't even. I'll be zoned out.
Right.
I'll just be zoned out, like, cause my receiver coach, Vernon H, who used to tell me like, don't let it get to you, cause if you let it get to you, he won.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like he getting to me. Like
He's winning.
That's like
He's
the perfect like coach in your position room to like kind of combat what the head coach is saying, but also being like, listen to him, but don't let it. Yeah, like you said, don't let
just
it
enough
win.
to keep
Don't
you
let
sane.
it win. Yeah. And he would do that all the time. Man, Coach H, hell of a coach, man. He used to him and his wife and his kids, they would bring me to dinner every week because he would be like, man, I know you can be a good kid. I see it in you. Like, you're a hell of a player, but that needs to carry over off the field. So we would have dinner. I would sit with his family, talk to his wife. She, have conversations with them. They'd be like, how you feeling? What's going on? Like,
Truly care.
Yeah, just like, and I knew Coach H wasn't going to tell the head coach because I done told him stuff and he ain't never went back. So I kind of had trust in this man and him and Willie, you know what I mean? He hired Darren H just to coach me. He literally told me like, I hired this guy so he could coach you. And I'm like, what?
Where is that Coach H from?
He had just came from Arizona State. So, and he knew about me because I had took a trip up to Arizona State. So Darren H knew about me. So that's why he came out there.
Another great story from Delanie.
Yeah.
The ASU visit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was lit.
Well, so, in your journey, like from JUCO into Central, did you know you were always going league bound, or was there like a moment when you get in trouble, you go to JUCO, and you're like, maybe this dream is no longer attainable, and you're just kind of just trying to live out the last few years of a football career? Like, at what point were you like, oh shit, like I'm gonna go to the NFL and like this is gonna be a career for me?
That's a good question, John. I'm gonna be honest with you, because like every time I got in trouble, I'm like, damn, I'm probably not gonna go to the league because this baggage is gonna carry with me. And then I'll go to JUCO, and I'm like, I'm not thinking about the league, but then I'll ball out, and then coaches be like, bruh, you can go to the league. Like, and then I'll hear that again, like, oh yeah, I'm the shit again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like hearing it, and then I didn't get the grades to go to the USC, which I was supposed to go to, but I didn't get the grades.
That would have been insane.
Yeah, because it was me and Mike Williams. That's who they wanted. It was like Mike Williams and you on the other side. I'm like, hell yeah. Like I was, but that didn't motivate me. See, that should have motivated me to get the grades. But see, I was still running these streets thinking I was somebody I wasn't. So then I go to Central. Now at D2, I'm like, I'm not going to the league.
Right.
Like, this is a wrap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember my mom say, just go get a degree and make something of yourself because, you know, D2.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, all right, well, I'm going to do that. I just wanted to get away from the city too. So I go up there. My first year there, I go nuts though. I don't even know where this came from. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there playing on just athletic ability.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was out of shape. Like, I did the conditioning test. I didn't even pass it the first year I got there. I ran it every day, and they just was like, dude, fuck that. You done. If you I didn't pass it the first year. I couldn't. The first year I couldn't pass it. I couldn't even lift 200 pounds.
For real?
That's so
I couldn't
hard
even
to
lift
believe
200
now.
pounds.
That
I know.
That doesn't even make sense.
I couldn't lift 200
Jack
pounds.
and I did beat him in the.
It's true. We'll get to that.
So they get there, they test me. I can't even lift 200 pounds. They like, what the? But you got to remember, at JUCO, I didn't do nothing. If people know me that went to Mount Sac, they'll tell you, Delanie was a star. He barely came in the weight room. He barely did conditioning. I would show up to practice and practice, and that was it. And I'll leave. When they had workouts, I went home. Jumped in the whip, went home. They never told me nothing. So I believe that's how it was. And then I got to Central, and they smacked me in the face like, here, come on, conditioning test. I'm running. Like, gotta get in the weight room. I couldn't even lift 200 pounds. They like, and we brought all the players in. We brought this dude in here to start. Yeah, but guess what? They put me on the field. I ain't need none of that. I'm out there. I'm stiff arming, running cats over like fucking weight room. I'm screaming at who works out? Nobody. You know, I'm out there. I'm screaming.
God,
it.
and then just think about how what a cheat code it was once Delanie did work out and condition and everything.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see. I wish you could find your college highlights and stuff and just sit down, just because I can imagine the people you're going against in Missouri. And it's like, this just isn't even fair.
Yeah, they and some people will say like, man, I see comments like, man, I played against, like, that shit wasn't even fair. He was like a man amongst giants. And it wasn't, because my senior year, once I started working out and running and lifting weights,
4 guys at least take you down.
I'm breaking all those. They'll tell you, I'm stiff arming cats. I'm jumping over cats.
I said, who in the weight room?
Yeah, I start getting in that weight room. Now, if you go to Central, I hold all the records for wide receivers. Because I didn't, that first year, I ain't care. I was beat every game. I'm like, God damn, I can't walk. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, maybe I need to start working out, you know. And then I remember the off season, I didn't go home because I didn't have no money. My mom didn't have money to fly me home. So they got me a job at this dealership, but my job was just to drive brand new cars every week, right? So like, just so I can have money. So like, the dude would come in. He also gave me a house to stay in. Damn. Like, yeah, the guy was hella cool. I guess he was like a booster for I wish I knew his name to give him a shout out. I'm sorry I don't, but
He probably listening too. So
yeah, I'm sure his daughter, because his daughter lived in that house, and he brought her a new house. So they had moved out and let us move in there, and I met his daughter and stuff. And he would just be like, "Hey, come pick up a car, and I'll drive it." And when I drop it off, he like, "You think a college student buy this car?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, most definitely. This, I loved it." He'd be like, "All right, now it's a minivan. Go check that out." So I'll drive different cars on the off season, but I was working my tail off because I was there. So they were like, "Since you here, you need to come up here every day." So I would go up there every day watching film. It'd just be me and the coaches. I'll work out with them. They all run with me. Like, cause they knew the motivation. Like, if we can make this guy the player we know he could be, oh man, he'll be unstoppable. So that my senior year, I gave all the credit to those coaches, and I'll tell y'all to this day, like I still do, because they pushed me, they motivated me to get in the weight room, the conditioning, to study defenses. Man, I'm telling y'all, when I first started playing, I didn't even watch film. I ain't do none of that. I just went out there like, man, they can only do 4 coverages. Cover 2, cloud 2, man or 3, right?
And they can't cover me.
You know what I mean? So I looked at it as, I just knew the game, but once I studied it, oh man, it was scouts start coming. I start seeing it because they used to be like, you put in the work, you're gonna start seeing the rewards, right? And I start seeing the rewards. They'd be like, yo, look, Arizona here. The 49ers here. I'll be like, for real?
So was there ever – okay, so you're talking about NFL. After Central Missouri, like obviously you ended with a good season. What was the process like going into the NFL? Like combine, draft process, like all of that? Were you just like – did anyone guide you in that direction? Or were you just kind of like, shit, I don't know how this is going to work, but I hope it does?
No, so like by the second game of the season, I had came out in the ESPN magazine as a sleeper, and the whole school passed out magazines
how
to
hype
everybody.
was that?
Oh, it was crazy. I walk around
ESPN
campus.
magazine too at that time was the
magazine, and I'm in there like I got my own kind of page, like a sleeper,
wearing rainbows and Abercrombie.
I'm like, yo, people like, yo, this you, right?
Insane stat line.
Yeah, they like, this you. I'm like, I didn't even know it was out. I'm like, oh hell yeah, where you get this from? They like, oh, they handed them out for free. I'm like, they like, can you sign it? So I signed it, and I remember going to class, and one of my professors go, why are you here? I go, we ain't got class today. She like, no, you're about to be rich. I said, what? She like, yeah, the ESPN magazine, everyone's handing them out. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah.
No one's giving me any money yet.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just a magazine, we still got 2 more games.
Did you keep a copy of it?
My mom got a copy of it.
Sick.
And
I'm
I'm
sick to look back on too.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like that'd be a moment too from how you've grown up, like every moment where you've gotten a little bit of notoriety, you kind of like revert back to like how you were, and then like you're sitting there and you're just like, why are you here? And you're maybe for like the first time you're like, nah, like this is the beginning. Like I'm here because of this.
Yeah. That's how I kind of felt, because like you said, every time I got a little bit of notoriety, I almost reverted back to being an asshole. You know what I mean? So at this point, I looked at it as an accomplishment, but I'm like, nothing happened. These are just words and pictures, right? Like everybody took it and ran with it, but I didn't. And then when agents start calling me, it kind of almost start going off. I'm like, man, who the hell calling me from Houston? Who, like, just crazy number. I answer, hey, I'm an agent. Like, man, you came out ESPN magazine. What's your plans? I'm like, oh, I need to talk to my coach first. They like, oh, if you tell your coach, he gonna tell you, don't talk to me, because we still had 2 games left. So I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna tell my coach, lying. I go tell Willie.
Smart move.
Yeah, because I just don't want to get in trouble, because I heard people getting in trouble. Reggie Bush had took some money and all of that craziness. So I was like, hey, Willie, I'm having agents call me. He like, don't you talk to no agents. I'm like, I'm not. That's why I'm telling you, sir, like out of respect. He's like, when you need an agent, I'm going to have an agent for you. I said, okay, cool. I kind of took it as that and was like, cool. So the season over, the D2 bowl come out where all the top D2 players play in this bowl. And at this point, I'm talking to agents now, because I'm like, shit, I need to figure out what's going on, because Willie wanted me to talk to his guy, but I wanted to hear from other guys, right? So I called about 3 agents, and they said, do not play in that D2 bowl. They said, you're better than that. You're going to get accepted into the D1 Bowl, All-Star Bowl, whatever. I'm like, you sure? They like, your name is buzzing. Do not play in that bowl. So, long story short comes, I get invited to the bowl. They bring me up. They do the whole Delanie Walker All-Star Bowl, D2 Bowl. Woo. And I get up like, hey, I just want to thank everybody. I couldn't do this without the O-line, quarterbacks,
Right.
my other receivers. Like, I'm thankful, but I will not be playing in a D2 Bowl. And Willie went nuts. Oh. He was like, we need to talk after this. So we go and he chewing me out. How you not gonna represent the school in D2 Bowl? I said, I'm gonna be in a D1 Bowl. He like, no, how you know? They ain't handed them out yet. And I'm like, I know for a fact I'm getting in one. He like, you been talking to an agent? I'm like, I have been talking to a few agents that told me that my name is buzzing. He like, they just saying that. They want you to sign with them. They all just saying that. Don't believe them. You're not going to make it to a D1 Bowl. So when he said that, I was kind of like, what? Like, you don't think I'm that good? And like, I just don't want you to be highs and then the lows come. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to think about it. But don't sign that paperwork. Don't do nothing yet. So then my agent that I signed with, Vincent Taylor, I remember talking to him the most because he would just be like, look, you talented. It's up to you. He would always tell me it's up to you. You do what you want. I only get paid when you get paid. Everybody else was trying to tell me this money shit, but he was the only honest one. So I said, can you come to Central? Can you come to Missouri and meet me? Can we meet in person? He said, I'm on the plane. So he came over. We met in person. And he was talking about the D1 Bowl. And I was like, look, other agents told me I shouldn't play in the D2 Bowl because if I get hurt, I won't be able to play in the D1 Bowl. He said, that is true. He said, I've been hearing noise about you getting into this D1 Bowl, but they ain't pulled the list yet. I said, so do you think I should play in the D2 Bowl? He's like, no, I don't think you should. I think you're going to be in this D1 Bowl. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to run with that. I said, can you meet Willie Fritz? He said, oh, yeah, I'll definitely meet Willie. So him and Willie talked. He tell Willie to leave. He pulled me in. He said, I don't like that guy. I go, why? He's like, he's only about money. Look at him. He flashy. He got a purple suit on. I'm like, yeah, I kind of like that suit. I'm trying to get me one of them. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I think he looked clean. He like, no, you need to meet my guy. Don't sign with him until you meet my guy. I said, Coach, just because you put me in this position, I'm going to meet your guy. I won't sign with him. So I go out and go, Vince, stay here. I'm going to meet with his guy tomorrow. I'm going to make my decision. So we go to the steakhouse. Willie pay for all this stuff. His guy comes. His guy comes with Daisy Duke shorts flip-flops. Yeah.
Like Delanie on a Saturday.
Yeah. I see him coming out. I'm like, that better not be him. This dude comes up to me. He comes up. I'm like, you the agent? He's like, yeah, I'm the agent. I work with Rod Green and all these other people that Rod went to the NFL too. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, look, man, you're not going to get in that D1 Bowl, so you should play in that D2 Bowl. I'm telling you right now, that Billy told me you had buzz. There's no buzz going on about you playing in the D1 Bowl. I said, all right, we're done. I said, hey, we're done. Thanks for coming out. I'll leave. He calls Willie, what? You disrespect my friend like that? I'm like, Willie, he told me I wasn't gonna go to D1 Bowl. He said I wasn't gonna get drafted. Like, if he don't believe in me, I don't believe in him.
Well, why would he talk to you if he doesn't think you're gonna go
That's what I said. That he told me I wasn't gonna get drafted. He said I'm probably gonna fall as a free agent, and I wasn't. And there's no buzz about me going to the D1 Bowl. So I said, okay, thank you. I said, thank you. That's all I needed to hear. He was the only agent that kind of came at me.
I'm nervous to hear how this ends.
Yeah. So then. I really get at me, boom, boom, boom. I go to Vince's hotel. I'm like, where the paperwork? I'm about to sign with you today. Like, I'm done with this shit. He's like, what happened? I'm like, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Let's go. So I sign with him. He leaves. I tell Coach H first. I go, Coach H, I signed with Vincent. He go, I like Vincent. Because I even had Coach H meet him. And he was like, I like Vincent. Vincent was a good guy. So then he go, you need to tell Willie, though. I go, man, I'm scared to tell Willie.
I've been I've been freaking out.
I was scared,
just
bro.
like pacing around the phone, like, let me do this.
He was like, "Don't call him. Go to his office." I'm like, God, hey, bro, I'm
That's
scared.
the right thing to do, but holy shit, that's scary.
I was shook. I was shook because after what I did to his friend too, I'm fucking shook. So I'm like, long story short, I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. I don't care, man. It is. I'm a senior. I'm done. Like, I go up in there. He waiting. Come on. I start sweating instantly.
He was
You wearing the purple
suit?
You wearing the purple suit going in there?
Your boy was sweating instant. Soon as he did like this, I come through the door. He like, all right, God, I'm sweating.
Go in confident as soon as he does that. Ah, shit.
I'm like, damn. He ripped me a new one. Like, how disrespectful am I to do his friend like that? I brought you here. I put you in this situation, and now you about to sign with this guy. I'm telling you right now, this dude is gonna end. He gonna mess up your career. All that. I'm like, yes, sir. I hear you. Like, I always respect. I'm like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You right. That's something I'm gonna have to deal with if it happens.
Right.
You're like, okay, well, I'm telling you. He's like, you better not leave school. You better finish. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna finish. So after that conversation, I go back to the house and I'm telling all my roommates, like, man, he just like, I need to finish this and that. But Vince was already telling me he about to fly me to Houston and start training. So I was like, I don't even know how to say this. And they was like, you should just go to Houston. Like, all my roommates, like, fuck, don't even tell Willie, like, just leave. So if he see this, so then Vince was like, how you feel? You want to finish school or you want to go train? Because like I feel like you need to train. You about to play against D1 players, and I'm like, I'd rather go train. So then I moved to Houston and start training at Plex for 8 months. And I was living in Houston, not going to school. I was just training, and they sent my mom a bill. Central Missouri State did. But they took it back though after my agent and they lawyers they took that shit back. But they sent my mom a bill. My mom got a bill for like 300-something thousand. Like, what is this?
Oh, holy shit!
I'm like, what you mean? She's like, Central Missouri just sent me a bill for 300,000. I said, I went to school for free. She said, I know. What is this bill? I'm like, hold on, send it to me. I got my agent Vincent on there. He's like, oh hell no, that's not about to happen. And they pulled it back, said it was a mistake. They made a mistake that wasn't supposed to be sent out to them. It was supposed to be picked up by the administration. They was gonna pay for it, but somehow it got sent to my mom, and that pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie, that pissed me off. And for the first few years, I didn't say even I wouldn't say Central even on Monday night games. I wouldn't even be like, oh, Central Missouri State Mules. Like I would never. I would just like Pomona High School, you know. Cause I feel like they did me wrong. Mm-hmm. But again, you know, like I did them wrong. Like it was vice versa. Like he told me to stay in school and I did it.
Right.
You know, but
that's tough.
I needed to train though. Like I was training with all D1 players once I went to Plex. I was around all these top athletes and I was keeping up with them. So I'm like getting confident. Like, oh, nah, this ain't it. This ain't nothing. I'm about to shine. You know what I mean? So then I play in that D1 bowl game. Guess who the head coach? Jim Harbaugh.
Damn.
Yeah. So Jim Harbaugh, the head coach, he loves me. He like, you do everything. I was doing everything with him, and he was just like, dude, you should get drafted. Like he would tell me that like you can play multiple positions. They had me at running back, tight end, receiver, all that, and so then I go to the combine. I got invited to the combine after that bowl because I played. They was like, who the hell is this Delanie Walker coming out of nowhere? I making catches, making plays. I get invited to the combine.
What's the feeling like when you finally get that invite and you're like, all the shit you've gone through, whether it's self-inflicted or like battling with coaches and just like the adversity? What's that feeling where you're just like I have an opportunity to go to the show?
No, it was like better than sex. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge coming from D.
Yeah, it was like because you know that feeling at sex is the best feeling in the world. But this feeling that I got knowing that, because Vince would say, if you put in the work, it's gonna all come to you. Because when I'll be like, man, I don't want to go to Houston and train. Like, trust me, you put in the work, it's gonna come. And I remember when he hit me like, D, you going to the combine? Look, I'm getting goosebumps on my legs already. Like, I'm like, what? He like, you made it. I'm tearing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the phone tearing up like, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe you was right. He's like, nah, it was all you. It wasn't me. I ain't do nothing. You did that. And I just to chill, like, I'm like, God damn, I fucking made it. You know what I'm saying? I'm crying. I'm telling myself, like, I made it. And then I call my mom, like, Mom, I'm going to the combine. I'm gonna be on TV. She's like, what, you made it? I'm like, I made it. This is my opportunity. I'm gonna take advantage of. I'm getting drafted. And I just kept saying it, like, I'm getting drafted. This is they put me in. Yeah, they put me in. They made a mistake. Now I gotta show up. And the journey it came. You know, it came, and I've rode that thing, boy. I rode that Mustang like I ain't letting go. You know what I'm saying?
14 years.
So,
Did you
12 years,
go,
whatever it was.
when you went to the combine,
just got
were you
fired
a receiver at this time?
Yes.
And so what point did you transition receiver to tight end? Was that a couple years into the league, or was that right when you went to 49ers?
You know what? I'm glad you said that. So like when I got to the combine, we had a trainer named Danny Arnold. Danny Arnold at the time was one of the best trainers in football. He goes, you may be a receiver, but I think you may play tight end.
How big were you at this time?
220.
So like 6'2", 220, 6'3", 220?
And he goes, I think they may put you at tight end. I go, man, why you think that? He like, I just hear it's a lot of noise about you playing tight end. So he was putting me through the ringer of like working out. By the time I get to the combine, I'm 235.
15 pounds.
Yeah, I'm in there. Because he was like, you could either be a David Boston or you going to be a tight end. That's what he used to call me all the time. David Boston. You David Boston. He used to say that. David Boston. I'm like, no, I don't take steroids.
David Boston.
Yeah, like I don't do that. But so he was saying that, and then I get drafted as a receiver with the 49ers because it was all through. They told me it was all because of my 40 time. My 40 time was good, so they drafted me.
What was your 40 time?
4.47 or 4.49
type shit.
Get Rick, Mitch.
So and then I get to the 49ers. We 2-3 weeks in. I'm playing receiver. I'm wearing number 17. We had Mike Martz as the offensive coordinator, and I was with Mike Nolan as the head.
17.
Yeah, I was wearing 17.
Close.
Yeah.
17 to 46.
Yeah. So 17, right? And then I go in the locker room. I come in. So I go home. We come in the next day. I used to get there early because they wanted me to do a workout and stuff early. You know, rookies got. So I get there and I'm like, damn, they moved my jersey. They moved my locker. Because I see 46 in my. I'm like, damn, they moved my locker, and they like, no, you 46. You need to get your playbook and go see Mike Martz. I'm like, for what? I'm getting cut. They're like, no, you're not getting cut. Just go talk to him. So I go up there. He's like, I know you saw the jersey. I was like, yeah, I don't really like that number. He's like,
It's go from 17 to 46. That's like
I'm getting cut. Like,
Yeah. I got about one more week left.
yeah. I'm getting cut. Like that's all I was thinking in my head.
you were right, man. I'm sorry. You should have finished school.
Yeah, so I was sitting there.
Ball.
I was like, Jesus Christ. I said, I don't really like that number. Like, I literally, because he was cool. Like, Martz was cool, but he wasn't cool right now. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, oh.
Damn.
Shit.
My bad.
Shit. We not cool right now. He's like, no, we moving you to tight end. The H-back, you ever heard of it? I said, no, I never heard of it. He said, well, you better learn. We're going to cut your ass. All right, go.
Fuck. 46 it is.
Just like that, cold. I'm like, he not joking? Okay. Like, because he was joking. He used to joke a lot when I first got there, but now he being serious. So as soon as I get out, I get on the phone. Vince, I'm about to get cut. You got to start looking for another team. He like, what do you mean? I was like, they just moved me to tight end. He go, okay. I go, I can't play tight end. He said, D, I ain't never seen you fold for anything. You going to fold today?
Over a number?
Well, over a position change. I said, man, I never played the position. I said, they got Vernon Davis. Like, you have seen this guy? He like 6'3", 270 pounds. Like, I can't do what he's doing. He was like, I never seen you quit on anything. Show them who the fuck you are. I said, you know what, Vince? You're right. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be the best non-blocking tight end I can be. Because I didn't know how to block.
Right.
So I get out there. I'm getting cussed out like a dog, bro. I'm missing every play. I'm stepping
what the hell are you doing?
Oh, yeah, stepping the wrong way. One game, they put me in the game. I can't even believe it, right? They put me in the game that year for my rookie year as a lead blocker. I go the wrong way. You hear Frank Gore, man, what the hell you doing? As he getting the ball, because I ran the wrong way. Frank Gore screaming at me during the play, like, because I'm going that way. I was supposed to go that way because I didn't know what the hell I had. They threw me in the game. I don't even think I practiced this play one time. I'm like, what?
You didn't want to ask, like, hey, which way do I go?
Nah.
Jim Harbaugh said, "Who's got it better than us? Whoever Delanie's supposed to be blocking."
But who was Harbaugh the head coach your rookie year?
No, it was Mike Nolan was the head coach my rookie year. Mike Martz was the offensive coordinator, and I don't know why they threw me in on the offensive play because I only played special teams really, and for some reason they was like. I was standing there to Pete Hainer was my coach, position coach. He go, "You in?" I'm like, me? I'm literally like, me? He like, get the hell in there. I'm like, oh, run in.
Oh, shit. Oh.
I'm like, I hear the play. I'm like, oh, shit.
That's gonna be the scariest shit ever, bro. The whole stadium is just so loud. And you're just like, is this it? Is this gonna be it right here?
Was it Alex?
No idea.
No idea.
Because I feel you not
No
wanting to
idea.
ask too. You're like, I don't want to be that guy.
I didn't want to be that guy just getting to play.
Was it
First
You gotta
time?
at least
Jeff Garcia?
guess.
Alex Smith?
No, it was Alex Smith.
And then you have a legend like Frank Gore just like
Yeah.
yelling at you mid play.
I'm like, oh, shit. Like, so I go to the right, which I was already messed up. I was supposed to go to the left and motion to the right, but I went to the right, motion to the left. He probably when he saw me on that side, he probably was like, okay, the clock must be down. Yeah. Why is he over there? But once I motion, I hear him go, man. I hear him say something like that. I look back and he snapped the ball. I didn't block nobody neither because it was nobody to block.
This might be easier than I
Yeah,
thought.
the lady thought he was getting the ball.
I kind of ran and threw my hands up. They like, why the fuck you throwing your hands up? You ran the wrong way.
God.
They pull you out right after that?
Oh, pull me out.
Is that the only play you
That was the
played
only
on
play I
offense
got
the whole?
time, that whole game.
You're 46 or you're 47 now.
I was like, oh, I'm getting cut. I'm going to get cut after this game. But I remember my tight end coach said, you lucky. You a hell of a special teams player. Because I was telling them to get rid of you.
Like, even at your rookie year, do you think that Fritz, like, all that bullshit that you had to, like, endure through college and him, like, frying you in front of the team, like, almost set you up for success? Like, because, like, every NFL coach is going to dog cuss you if you mess up. So, like, in a way, did it ever kind of be like, damn, like, maybe, like, he was a great coach for me?
No, he was a great coach for me. He was on some NFL shit. He normalized me from being, like, bothered by getting cussed the fuck out. Like, because at first I used to get mad when he cussed me out, but then it started to just be like, okay, it's normal. He's cussing me out. So then when it got to the NFL and the coach cussed me out, I just be like, well, he cussing me out. It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I started thinking. Like, well, he want me here because he cussing me out. Like, if I can't put you in the game because you don't know what you like, they would always say that. Like my first year, we can't put you in if you don't know what the hell you doing. And I just spoke back one time like, man, give me some reps then. You know what I'm saying? And that he was kind of like, you want reps? All right, we're gonna get you fucking reps. And that's how I started.
Who would you say was like your most influential role model through like coach wise?
Oh,
Who had
Pete
the most
Hainer.
impact on you? Pete Hainer.
Pete Hainer. Oh my God. Pete Hainer turned me into this dog. I was a receiver. I was a pussyfoot receiver. I would break tackles and stiff arm people, but I would never go stick my head in there. Now I would worry about getting my toes stepped on, like hurting my hands. I was like a pretty boy receiver at the time. And so becoming a tight end, I would be blocking on my tippy toe. You'd be like, right, you scared to get your feet stepped on? Like, I'll step on your feet right now. Like stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell? And he would just make us, he made us dogs. Like he just was like, we gonna hit. I don't care. We hitting every day. So we'll come out hitting just each other. Just because he was like, y'all gonna be tough. One thing we gonna be is the toughest dudes on this team. And Pete Hainer was that guy. He taught me how to play the position. He taught me how to be good at the position. He just was a great coach.
You talked about when you got drafted there and then they moved you to tight end. like Vernon Davis being there, and like obviously we all know how tight you were with Vern, but is there any like Vern stories you can share that like you're able to share that it won't if you're picking up and putting down?
Like you said, man, Vernon was like that. That was my dog. Like honestly, people thought I was like his homie. They didn't think I played for the Titans. Like
your stories you tell with Vernon.
Yeah, so funny.
Yeah, they thought like I was the homie because like somebody tried to press Vernon. You know what I'm saying? I'll run over there and just start fighting him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because my dog would like Vernon would be like, we'll play a game. Say we just played at Candlestick, and he'd be like, bro, you want to go to Vegas? I'm like right now? He's like, yeah, I got a private jet. Let's go. Don't bring no clothes. I'm going to buy them for you. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, I'm going to get all your shit. Don't worry. Let's go. And we'll go to Vegas. Turn up. He get a big old villa. You know what I'm saying? We packing that thing out. I mean, packing it out. And clothes. My dog did a lot. You know, my dog would do all type of stuff. But a story. If I could tell a story, man, we didn't.
Hey, we actually really didn't do that much out there.
Yeah. We used to like Vernon. You know, with his situation, I'd never want to mess up what he got going on with his fiance and stuff. So, like all everything we ever done was epic. You know what I mean? It was fun. We had fun. It was epic. Like Vernon was like, I know I wasn't his brother. I could never take his brother's spot because him and Vontae was like that too. But like at that point, we was like bros. Like we did everything together. I mean, everything.
He gave you a car, right? To drive around in San
Francisco? Oh yeah, he'll let me drive his cars. But we had a white homeboy named Brandon. He can probably see this because he follow our content. And
Brandon.
Yeah, and he gave Brandon a Hellcat Challenger. Damn. Just gave a Hellcat. Yeah, Hellcat Challenger. Like I wanted it. I wanted that car. Like he gave it to Brandon.
Was there a moment you run around with Vernon where you're like, damn, like I'm so glad I'm a tight end? Like
yeah. Oh no, every time we went out to like food, bottles, whatever, he paid for it. So I was like, damn, I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful that I walked in this room with him. But the first time I met Vernon, he didn't know how to deal with me because y'all know I'm kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like the first time I meet Vernon, he shakes my hand, but he damn near break my fucking fingers, right? And I'm like, damn, cuz, don't ever shake my hand like that. Jokingly with him. He looked at me like, what the hell? I'm like, nah, I'm fucking with you, big dog. Like,
you know, real, don't shake my hand.
Yeah, but then I was like, yo, for real, don't do that again, though, bro. Like, because he caught my fingertips. And he squeezed them. And I'm like,
he's making sure you don't take his spot.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, bro. Don't ever. I'm like, cuz, don't ever squeeze my. He like, what? I'm like, bro, I'm fucking with you, but don't ever do that shit again.
I mean, that just kind of goes to show, like, because he went to Maryland, but is he from the East Coast?
Yeah, he from DC.
But it's just like you being from LA and being from there, it's like that's just the melting pot of the NFL.
Man, okay, I'm gonna get y'all a story because I don't even care. Fuck it. It is what it is. Okay, so Vernon used to have.
This is the one when you went to the gay party, right?
No. I had fun at that party. No. No. I wasn't with Vernon. So Vernon used to have the Vernon David weekend in DC. And I mean, like, these parties.
Blowouts.
Crazy. So, like, Vernon used to have, he would rent out the whole hotel for all the athletes, all the friends and stuff. And downstairs, it would be like 50 girls waiting in the lobby for whoever. I mean, like, I'm going to say this happened in like 2008, y'all, 2009. So even
long time ago.
Long time ago. And, you know, you take a girl up. So we all had 2 rooms.
2 rooms.
All had 2 rooms?
Hotel was at half capacity, but sold out.
Yeah. We all got 2 rooms. Go up. You take the one you've been chilling with all through half the day. Knock her down. Go downstairs. Find that other one you been talking to. Take them upstairs. I mean, I thought I ain't gonna care. I almost moved to DC. This was
Called up your agent. I need a trade.
I'm like, hey, no, I'm like, Vernon, where should I get a house at? He like, no, don't move here. I'm like, you sure? He like, don't do it. Cause Vernon weekends was the best weekends. I've never been a part of anything like that other than his weekends. And I'm talking about every year. Every year. Cats walking butt ass naked in the hallways. Not me. Not me. I don't get down like that. But some cats do. You know, I'm talking about you come out, they just walking butt naked to their other room. You like, what the? No, welcome to DC. Chocolate City.
Is that what they're calling it?
That's what they call it, Chocolate City. Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of like skipping ahead, but I mean, you have such a long career. We obviously have to get a little Titans talk in. When you got traded to the Titans, what was your initial thoughts?
I knew Chris Johnson. So when I got traded to the Titans, I'm like, only thing I remember about the Titans, they came to San Francisco and beat our ass. Chris Johnson went nuts, and Randy Moss, I don't even know, he had a field day that game with Collins. Y'all had Collins at quarterback.
Kerry
Collins. So I'm like,
future friend of the show.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, the Titans, I'm going to the Titans. I didn't care. I didn't say nothing about their record, and I'm like, Chris Johnson. That's all I was like, they got Chris Johnson. We about to be cold in the motherfucker. But then I got here.
Ken.
Yeah.
Is that who was Ken?
It was it was Munchak.
Munchak.
Yeah.
So I got here and I realized it was deorganized. Like it was a lot going on that a lot of people don't see because you outside looking in, but it was
The facility's going from San Francisco to Nashville.
oh,
night
it
and day.
was night and day. I mean, we didn't have a cold plunge. They didn't have a hot tub.
What year did you come to the Titans?
2013.
So we were
That's
a
crazy
team
not
for
to have any of that
15
stuff.
years.
They didn't have none of that. They didn't. The facilities were
It's like a YMCA locker room.
Not even.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't
not
even
even.
have-
They at least got a hot tub in there.
and
sauna.
they was making the food outside. We didn't even have a kitchen, or they was bringing it in.
Had the grill going.
Yeah, it was wild. I was eating
NFL
McDonald's.
team.
I was eating McDonald's the first year. I would go to get McDonald's every day at lunch.
Big Macs.
Big Macs, double cheeseburgers with mac sauce, no pickles.
Come on.
So like it was bad, but they were growing, and that's why our record showed the way it showed, because it was just like, you know, Mr. Adams, he was older, he was getting old, he was to that point where he really didn't do day-to-day activities with the football team. I only met him once, when I first got, I only met him once, and this is what he said when we met him at the game. We lost, I think, to the Jaguars. He come in, he goes, if we had a quarterback, we would have won that game.
With the quarterback there.
With the quarterback sitting right there in his face. I said, shit. I said, this owner crazy. And then they ran him up out of there, you know what I'm saying? They got him, took him out, and then people was like, man, he see now. And I'm like, I mean, he was telling the truth.
Wrong.
He was telling the truth. He made me see now because he's saying stuff he should be saying right in the player's face, but he was telling the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? You know how old people, they can't.
Oh yeah.
They don't
It's
know
like
how to
old
lie.
people and little kids. They just say the truth.
They just say the truth. It don't matter who it hurts. He just said it. And they was like, that's the owner. I said, okay, that's what's up. And then, a few years later, he passed away. But coming here, I really didn't have no thought. I just knew that it was a new opportunity for me to be good. And then we had Chris Johnson. Like, in my mind, I'm like, with Chris Johnson, I ain't got a block long. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of thankful to have Chris Johnson on our team. And obviously, it didn't work out the first few years for us, but, it started to develop.
I feel like for your personal career, just as like a fan watching, like there has to be something said, like, it was huge for you because you became a star in a low market city, even though it wasn't the 49ers and playing with like all those guys. Like you grew such a like name for yourself, and like to this day they are lifelong Titans fans that like are like, if we could just have a Delanie Walker still back playing. Seriously. And that says something, which is, I mean, it fires me up. Like sitting here interviewing you when like I'm in the stadium in like 2013, 2014, coming home from like college on like a random weekend, and I'm like, you know, I mean, at least we got like a couple dogs. Yeah. And that shit's cool. And like sitting here, it's like, damn, this is crazy.
So you got here in 2013. When did Marcus get here?
2016?
15.
Because he was right after Taylor got here?
Yes.
Started stacking.
We started stacking because you got to think about it, like Rustin was our GM at first, but Rustin was so used to having buddy who went to the Rams. Why is his name?
He's a coach or
Who
a
you trying to
coach?
think of?
He went to the Rams.
Jeff Fisher.
There you go.
Oh,
So they were so used to
the
having
St. Louis Rams.
the St. Louis Rams. So they were so used to having
Chris
Jeff
Long.
Fisher and his mindset, because Jeff Fisher was the mastermind of the Titans being successful. We all can say that. Like,
Good coach.
great coach. I'm sure he was the one saying what players we're going to pick, because he's that kind of coach that's going to control the narrative, right? But then you get Munchak, Rustin, and then Wisenhunt, Rustin. Like, the picks we were bringing in, you know, they were tanking. You know what I mean? It didn't look good, you know, for the organization. And then like Rustin get fired. They hire y'all know who the next GM was?
Robinson.
I don't know why they slip in my mind right now. So we hired Robinson. Robinson comes in with this resume of like knowing how to find talent, right? So he has Wisenhunt, Mike Mularkey, Mike, right? If you look at those 3 years, look at the draft picks we had. It shows who was really in control of the draft picks at that time, because we was stinking it up. We was bringing cats in, and it was like, why the hell? Who is this dude? Like, where did he come from? And then it went to Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry,
Taylor
Lewan. I mean, the list goes on of cats who was putting in work on the team, and then we start getting better. You know what I'm saying? But now we having that law again where we drafting cats. They ain't doing nothing.
Jack has the 1,000-yard stare going as we're talking about.
Wait, hold on. You're saying right now
Wilson.
or after that J-Rob period, it started doing that again?
It started doing that after the J-Rob period. It started doing that again. It was like, let's get seat fillers instead of opportunist players. You know what I mean? These cats come in and be like, I'm here. I'm good.
Just happy to be in the league.
I'm just happy to be here. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be here instead of those dogs. You know what I mean? Because if you look at Jeff was Robinson.
Yeah.
People kind of forget that.
Was it 2019?
Yes.
Yeah. That was the draft here.
Yeah, people forget that. I'm like, that was Robinson. Like, everything after Jeff.
Yeah. In comparison, he did have a better.
Jeff and AJ in the same draft.
AJ.
The AJ
Same
trade
draft.
is truly the only thing that ruined him.
I know. That's what got him fired.
One bad decision.
What going back a little bit, like
Yeah.
when Marcus got there, obviously he was number 2 pick behind
Yeah.
Jameis. That first game against the Bucks, he went crazy. Were you like, oh shit, like this is the dude, like Marcus is for real?
Yeah.
Like, what was your relationship like with Marcus? I mean, obviously you were his only target for a very long time. So.
When Marcus first got there, I love Marcus because he was the type of player, like, he don't say much, right? But he take the blame. He'll go out there, throw for 300 and some yards. We lose. It's his fault, right?
Could have played better.
I could have played better. I could have played better. But they didn't tell you this dude dropped 5 passes. That dude fumbled the ball. And it would be like a trickle effect. But it always came back to Marcus. Because Marcus would go in there and be like, it's my fault. If I would have threw for 400 yards, maybe we would have won. You know, it was one pass I should have thought about. I shouldn't have thrown it. you know, and then he'd take that blame. So I loved him because he never blamed nobody. He always was like, I got to be better. You know what I mean? And I looked at it as, this is a guy who's going to die for you no matter what. He can, and he know it's your fault, but he going to go in that room and go, that was my fault. It was a bad pass. If I would have put it on the money, he probably would have caught it. And he always did that. And I loved him for that. But he came into a organization where they are hard on quarterbacks. They're really, really hard on quarterbacks. Because we had great ones play for the Titans and the Oilers. So anytime that quarterback is not playing at that level that they feel he should be playing,
compare back to that.
It always goes back. That's why he's still on the stadium. That's why the players that people compare everyone to, they still on the stadium. But all the other players, not. But those two players, right? And you're going to get compared to them every time. See, Derrick Henry, he held that stigma. So no one ever said that nothing about Derrick being as good as George, because he was. But now, we need an Eddie George.
Right.
You know, or we need a McNair. But now, I mean, Cam Ward is doing this, but he has no help
at all.
Yeah.
So like we put our quarterbacks in a blender because they get beat the fuck up. If y'all seeing what I see,
them and Joe Burrow.
Running for their life.
Quarterbacks and Joe Burrow.
Run for their life. Taking injuries, they shouldn't be taking injuries. Look at the injuries Joe Burrow has taken. Look at the injuries Marcus has taken. Ryan Tannehill.
Will
Levis.
He was never the problem.
And then they all play great. And then they start getting beat up, and they like, oh, we gotta get rid of them. They suck. No, they good. They real good. It's just things around them is not playing to the same level.
Yeah.
But I love Marcus, man. Yeah, I love Marcus. He was a dog. Ryan Tannehill was a dog. I mean, Jesus Christ. I play with some good quarterbacks on the Titans. They may not get the recognition that they deserve, but dude, some dogs.
Good running backs
They
too.
are
Some
today.
good running back. They are today. Yeah.
So in the grand scheme of it all, between 49ers and Titans, can you pinpoint a singular game that you're like, this was my favorite NFL game ever?
Yeah, I definitely can. It was the 49ers versus the Lions. Damn. We were 4-1. The Lions were 5-0. They had Megatron. They had Matt Stafford. They had some dogs over there. I mean, dogs. Vanderbosch. He used to wear the red contact lens. That shit used to creep me out all the time.
Sue, maybe even?
Sue was there. I wham blocked them like 4 times.
Was this home game or y'all in Ford Field?
It was in Ford Field. We 5-1. They 5-0. I mean, we're 4-1. They was 5-0, and it came down to the wire. I have ran a slant that scored a winning touchdown in that game. And I still talk about that because that game I was playing phenomenal. I mean, I probably had like 5 special teams tackles. I whammed Sue like 5 times, and we broke for big runs. And then it came all down to me to score the touchdown, and they never really threw me the ball. And for them to trust me on that play,
that feeling has to be insane.
It changed everything. It changed that day. We went on a Super Bowl run, and I got, like I said, I was a free agent, got paid. And that right there opened the door for me because they trusted me. They started putting me on more plays, more things. But then Jim Harbaugh did what he did at the end of the game, and that was like, that's my dog.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the famous like back slap?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he chased him down.
Then he chased him down. We all was about to rumble all the way into the locker room. The whole team. We all like squaring up. Police come like that, and I won that game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always, anytime people talk, I'm like, I mean, I done had some hell of a games with the Titans, but that was probably the biggest.
It took that next step.
For me. You know what I mean? And for them to trust me because, like I said, we had Vernon Davis, Crabtree, Randy Moss, Mario Manningham, Frank Gore. I mean, any one of those dudes, they could have threw the ball to. Ted Ginn.
Your relationship with Jim Harbaugh, when he became the coach of the 49ers, you were already there, correct?
Yes.
That first time y'all saw each other after him being your coach at that D1 Bowl, or is it just like, holy shit, look where we are?
No, he was like, when I saw you was on the roster, I was like, we know we got a player. That's all he said.
Sick, dude.
Like, we know we got to play.
The best, dude.
He's like, I'll put this motherfucker everywhere, and he did. That's how I became the Swiss Army knife. Because he saw as he sees, like, oh, we got a plan for you. I said, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm about to play more.
What was it like when he, like, because y'all obviously weren't winning, so you had to make a coaching change. Like, when he came in, like, how instant did, like, the mood in the locker room shift, like, just in the organization? Because, I mean, y'all won, like, instantly when he got there.
Well, so when Jim Harbaugh got there and the way he made us work, people was mad. Because he came on right after that lockout year. So we come back in and we going to work.
People got comfortable.
Cats was, oh, we got to get this dude. I don't know about this dude. I don't know about this dude. Like, Cats, that was the ring around the locker. So it got back to him somehow. I don't know. You know, you always got to snitch in the locker room. That's just part of the game. That's anywhere you go. It gets back to him. We bring up practice. I mean, we just busted our ass at practice, too. This was a long, crazy practice. And he goes, we have snakes on this team. We like, what the hell? He just brings something like, we got snakes on this team. He like, you know how you get rid of snakes?
Cut the grass.
Burn the grass.
Oh, damn.
That's
No
what he
cut.
said. He said,
No
you burn the grass. He said about in a few weeks, that person that's next to you right now, he may not be next to you next week.
And you'll know who.
And we like, oh shit. Every week, cut, bring somebody in, cut, bring somebody in, cut, bring somebody. He like, you see all the people that got cut? They wasn't right for this team. But everybody who came here that we brought in, they gonna put work on for this team. They may be starting. I don't give a fuck how much money you make, who you are, where you get drafted at. The best player gonna play. I'm sitting there like, God damn, thank God. Thank God, it's my turn.
There's nothing better than a good leader.
I'm like, thank God, because I'm busting my ass and I'm not seeing the field. He comes in, it's like, I don't care who it is. And I remember he was like, but he made me work a lot. I had to learn everything the quarterbacks learn because I was the audible shift guy, move guy. And I loved it, though, because he gave me a lot of responsibility. But a lot of dudes will tell you they hate Jim Harbaugh because he make us work. You know what I'm saying? Like, one time, remember, back in the day, NFL was big on, when we had real tour days, they were big on, like, taking players on, like, field trips. Like, you go to a water park, movie theater, or something like that. So one day we thinking we about to get a bone because he's like, man, if y'all have a good practice, I'm going to give y'all a bone. I'm going to give y'all a good bone. Y'all going to love this bone. We like, ugh.
A lot of boning
going on. So, like, we all like, okay. And then hell of a practice. He called us up. Man, that was one of the great practice. Oh, y'all going to love this bone tomorrow. So we like all excited, like, where we going? Everybody like, where we going, man? Where y'all think he gonna take us? He probably gonna take us to some war reenactment shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's
where your love came from.
Yeah, I know. That's what he big on too. So we get there, and we had the dress of the day. He used to put it on the board, like the dress of the day. We like, oh shit, full pads. Where the bone at? We thought it was gonna be like no practice. It say full pads. So everybody talking like full fucking pads. Where the bone at? They like, oh, we probably gonna practice like 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's even cool. We get outside. He like, hey, bring it up, because usually we stretch. So Jim Harbaugh lets you stretch on your own for 15 minutes, and then he blow the whistle and we start practice. So we ain't straight. He just blow us up. We like, oh yeah, he tricked us because he like that. Like, oh yeah, y'all go change. No, he go. I want to tell y'all something. We go, yeah. He go, Seattle right now, they at the water park. They go Arizona right now. They had like a softball baseball game.
They might still be there.
Yeah, he going through all our teams in our division. He go, but you know what the 49ers is gonna do? We like, what, coach? We all excited.
Where we going, coach?
What up, coach? Yeah, coach, what we gonna do, coach?
For us.
Yeah, he like, we gonna get these 70 plays. Let's go. Woo!
Morale just killed.
Oh my God.
I don't want to work anymore, coach.
He said it like that, then took off running to the other field. The whistle. We like,
That's crazy.
that may have been the worst practice we ever.
Horrible.
Did
The worst
take y'all
practice.
anywhere?
Yeah.
Did he ever take y'all anywhere Ever?
Yeah, he did. He took us somewhere. So after that, I think I want to say 2 practices after that, he took us to the movies. We watched what was it? It was an Army movie.
At that time, maybe like Saving Private Ryan. It could be.
I was gonna say Fury.
No, was it 30 Nights, 30 Days? Or what was it? 30? No.
Zero
Dark 30.
Forrest
Yeah.
Gump.
Yeah, we see Zero Dark 30 because he was really big into the military. We even had the president general, like military dude, come and speak to us, yo. Like he was big on that. So like we went and watched the Army movie. And then that message was like, you see how they never gave up? When their backs was against the wall, they kept fighting.
That's such a football coach.
We got 70 more plays after the movie. Get your pads on.
Yeah, he's like, you see how they never gave up? He's like, we're going to be those guys because I know we're going to be down in the first quarter. We're going to be down in the second quarter. But who the hell we going to be in the third quarter? And how will we finish the fourth quarter? I'm like, God damn.
War mode.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah. And if you watch all our games, we be losing in the first half. But then the second half, we come back. We was the comeback kids. Everybody knew that we come back and just beat your ass. We just out physical you. And he knew that. I guess he felt it. So he wanted us to see, like, when they was down on their luck and they thought, you all thought they was going to die because it was just too many Affies coming after them. Every angle, you know what I'm saying? But they locked and loaded. They got they got their game plan and they just, look, we gonna die doing it. We either gonna die killing them or we gonna walk away from this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we die. And that's really what they did. They went out there and was like, look, let's get it. So we all had that mindset and we was all on the pill program, you know. Talk about that later. So we was dogs, man. Dogs out there.
I think we're getting our batteries running low on our audio thing. So we gotta.
How long have we been going?
Like I have
Hour
one
10.
more question.
Hour 16.
It feels like we've been going for a minute.
Yeah.
Bro, this has been, we really appreciate you coming on one. And even though we've heard a lot of these stories over and over, I feel like I heard a new piece in every single one of those stories where I was like, damn, there's so much more to every like story that you, for anyone's sake. But man, it means a lot. Like you are a guy and you've always showed so much love to us. So it's sick that you are the number 20th episode guest. And I'm
sure we'll have you back on at some
We've
point.
only ever for pro athlete guests, we've only ever had tight ends from the Niners.
True.
No, you had Gronk, didn't you?
No.
Oh, we had scheduling conflict.
We just had George and you.
I thought y'all had Gronk. I saw George. I thought y'all had Gronk for sure, though.
We gotta get Vern.
That'll happen.
We'll get Vern too.
Oh yeah. No, Vern definitely. Vern would love to come on here because he want to get his side of the story. He like, I gotta get my side of the story. I'm like, all right.
They want 50 women.
He left
only
out the
40.
charity part. Good deal.
Damn, you trying to sign us off, Coop?
I gotta do this every week. Mitch, sign us off.
I brought us in.
JP, sign us off.
I did that last week. Garrett, sign us off.
Thank you all for listening to another episode of Inside the Bus, episode 20 with our guy, Delanie Walker. Go show some love. Hit the comments. Tell us who you want us to have next. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Help us blow this thing up. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.